Hi everyone, this is a 2021 reading and we're going to see what's coming through month by month, which is so exciting. Also going to do a charm reading as well, so stay tuned for that if you are interested because it's going to get interesting. And I'm also feeling really great as well. I can't believe we're talking about 2021. I mean, we're almost there, almost. And a lot of people have been requesting 2021 readings, so I think it's a good time to do that. So I'm going to be using my charm board, as you can see. So we've got, January all the way through to December, which is going to be really exciting to see. So also wanted to mention as well, if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, information will also be in the description box below as well. They're done within 24 to 48 hours. Last thing I want to mention is my intention bracelet. So I have an intention store on Etsy. So all the items are meditated with and sage. There's so many items on there. There's handmade bracelets, which so many of you have seen results with. So definitely do check those out on there. So I'm actually wearing the singles, the love, the soulmate, and the twin flame bracelets, and everything's on there. There's also evil eye, protection, health and happiness, confidence items. There's also crystals and teas and pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards, which you can put under your pillow, in your wallet, your purse. The review section is on there, international shipping. Link is down below. Okay, let's get started. Let's get it started in here. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to go from January all the way down to December, and let's see what's coming through Virgo. So this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. Okay, so you can always cross-watch, and have a look at your other signs as well. Okay, January, the Hierophant. Ooh. Da, 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 da. And if a chunk comes out, then I'm still going to put them consecutively in order. Okay, yep, so we've got February, which is the Knight of Swords, March, which is the Four of Pentacles, April is the King of Cups, May was the King of Wands, it came out before. Then we've got here, let's just do this as well, June, Page of Swords. July is the Ace of Swords. Then you've got the Four of Swords for August. No, September. August. September is Temperance. October is the Four of Wands. Wow, this is a really lovely spread. And I do apologise, the lighting is at such an awkward stage. It's like trying to shine, and the sun is trying to shine. Okay, so we've got here the two that flipped over. So November is the Ten of Pentacles and December is Judgment. Okay, so Virgo, here's what I see happening for you. The beginning of 2021 gets off to a pretty stable start. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the light on as well. Maybe that will just help a little bit with this, what we have got here. Basically, Hierophant, strong, stable start to 2021. This can be to do with career, it can also be to do with love and family. And also having your goals set for the year of 2021 as well. So I see a lot of you here feeling very, very confident in what you want to achieve. You might also be perhaps dealing with a Taurus, which is quite interesting. We've got that energy. So this is really about feeling quite stable. January is a pretty good month as well, especially if you've been feeling very unstable in 2020. January gets off to a nice start where you're starting to feel a bit more stability. Then in February, Knight of Swords, this actually shows you taking action towards certain goals, certain dreams, and certain people also coming towards you as well. It is a very proactive month for you, so there's a lot of movement, there's also lots of communication, there's a sense of, okay, things are moving now, like things are getting somewhere. Then we go to March, and March shows here the Four of Pentacles. I see you perhaps saving more money. This can also be cutting back on some spending that you have maybe been doing but you don't want to do anymore. So say for example you might have some subscriptions that you were subscribe to and you're like, oh, I don't use them anymore, so let me unsubscribe. Those kinds of things is what I'm seeing. Also, Four of Pentacles is super, super strong in many ways, because the Four of Pentacles is also about feeling stable, and it's about also feeling stable to an extent where you're quite grateful for what you have. And so this is about you appreciating what you have as well. There's a lot of gratitude here in March as well, and it just seems to me like for those of you that really were having difficult times in the winter, this is about awakening from that and feeling really good. Really good, and starting to feel like, okay, the ice is defrosting, things are moving. It's pretty special. Okay, so January, February, March, April here with the King of Cups. You're feeling very, very emotionally stable. You're owning your vulnerability, you're owning your intuition, you're paying attention to your gut and your intuition and what it's telling you. You're not letting it rule over you, you're not letting it control you. You're like, you know what, this is how I feel, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I live my life. So the King of Cups is you truly owning yourself, and it's also about you not being afraid to be yourself. So say, for example, in the past, perhaps you may have been like, oh, I need to act a certain way to please this particular person, or I need to dress this way to please this person. This is you doing you, and you're not necessarily always caring about what the other person thinks because you're staying true to yourself here. Nice. Remember, this is more like a general reading. As we get through to the months in 2021, we'll be doing, the regular readings that I do for love, for career, So just want to say it's like an overview, essentially. Okay, next month we go to April. King of Wands. This is great. This is about leadership. So for those of you that have dreams and goals, this is about you. I'm just going to give some examples. Writing that book. You're like, finally, I'm going to write that book, or I'm going to finally open up this business. I'm going to put all my ideas together. This is the action-taking month. Probably the biggest action-taking month of the entire year is July. A lot of proactive energy, a lot of warmth as well as you come out of winter. And, July here is really that strong summer energy, right? Where are we? Hold on a minute. January, February, March, April, May. Sorry, May. Why did we get to July? It's interesting actually, because May and July, I think, are very much so about being productive. See, even with the Ace of Swords here in July, it's very productive. So July also came through as a very productive month of getting things together and really progressing that way. What I see for you also in May is this really, really powerful energy where you might be dealing with love, you might be dealing with a fire sign. I know at the beginning I also mentioned like you might be dealing with Taurus, but you might be dealing with a Taurus in regards to family, perhaps for some of you, or the King of Wands can also represent family. But I'm just seeing here a really strong energy of fire, and I'm also seeing here this is a great time for creativity and just feeling good, doing the things that you love and not feeling bad or not trying to do things because you feel bad. Sometimes when people are like healing, they're like, okay, I need to keep myself busy. I need to do my hobbies. I need to do this. I need to read a book. This is not you doing things like that in that sense, but you're doing things because you really love, you love it. So that's good. I'm not seeing too much pain around this time. Next month here is June. So, June is really quite strong in terms of adventure. So there could be some really lovely traveling that happens in June that really opens up your eyes and gives you a perspective of, I can do many, many things. I'm not restricted. I don't have to just do this or this or this. This is you feeling really confident about yourself in June. It's actually really lovely to see. So that's what we have got right there. July, again, very, very active month. I feel like you're going to be communicating with a lot of people. This can also be about someone really taking action towards you, making things happen. So I would say in regard to love, May is quite strong, July is quite strong, and then coming down here is very, very strong as well. I also feel like in terms of career, the month that you'll feel the most stable is probably November. But also you'll feel quite stable here in March. Perhaps not exactly where you want to be, because there could be some cutting back on spending and things like that, but I think November's quite strong here for you. Also, very, very proactive month here with that Ace of Swords. I like what I'm seeing there. I really do. It's nice to see, and it's definitely an energy that gives a lot of confidence, I would say, as well, right? For those of you that are really sort of going towards certain things, you're feeling quite confident here, and you're actually feeling quite quite good. Like if you've always felt like you had to dull your shine, this is the month where you come alive. Then the month following, which is August, you're going to very much so be in a place of rest. The most spiritual part of your year is August. August is when you are very much so just, I feel like you're practicing spirituality in a way, and you're resting and you feel most at peace in August. It could also be that you rest around that time, more so in a way of like traveling. So you might take a really relaxed holiday, something coming through there. I mean, we did also see a holiday here as well, but there's something about that also in August. But there's a lot of rest here, so it could also be that you're just waiting for things to happen here, and maybe those things are taking a lot of time, because also in September I see here you being quite patient about something. Perhaps you're waiting for something in regards to your career, perhaps you're waiting for something in regards to education, for those of you in education, and you're kind of waiting between things. But guess what? Okay, September's like a waiting month, but October is bringing you blessings. Oh my gosh, big, big blessings. You just can't really make this up. I mean, wow. It's really quite spectacular, because there could be proposals or engagements, for example. Could be marriages happening around this time. Also, it's about family, it's about love. So definitely very, very strong card in regards to love. I'm just saying, right, October here is really bringing that kind of energy. And also the Ten of Pentacles here shows stability. It shows that you could be perhaps moving home. You could be moving in with someone. It really shows that energy here of happiness and your family being very, very stable, and actually feeling really strongly like you're a part of something, not apart from something. Do you know what I mean? You're a part of it, not apart. Yeah, anyways, that's what I see in November. So 10 of Pentacles, big, big blessings around that time, also financially as well. And then December here brings us Judgment. So of course there's a big transformation and there's a big change, right? There's a big change that's happened here, and that is really coming through with Judgment as well. It's just these big changes that are leading to, like December's quite an emotional month because so many good things have happened around this time. So you're really feeling quite emotional because there's Scorpio energy tied to Pluto here with Judgment. So I would definitely say that you're making some big decisions. You might be making more decisions in regards to where you want to go from here. And also, December tends to be a month where people think about their future a lot more. They try to think about, okay, what can I do now? So there's a lot of decision making going on in December. Okay, so we're going to go to the charm portion now. Okay, so let's see what comes through, and also what I can tell you as well. Sorry, let me just move my chair a little bit. Okay, let's see. Okay, well that didn't work out the best, but what I will say is that there's a lot more emphasis and a lot more focus in the middle, which I think is really, really interesting. So I'm just going to do a little handful and see what else comes through for the diagonal. Okay, right. Anyways, so January here, we do have a mermaid, which is quite special. Okay, so January, of course, we know is quite a stable month in many ways, so I would say that that is quite special. We've also got here in February, we've got the Knight of Swords, and you've also got here an animal which to me looks like a jaguar, right? This is really about like moving on the hunt, like, you know, getting places, doing things, which is interesting. In March here, of course, we had the Four of Pentacles. You've got the old-fashioned car. This really is about trying to be, I guess, like, you know, I don't want to say that saving money is quite old-fashioned, but for a lot of generations, it was, you know, a thing where you save it, and that helps you in the future to move forward as well. So that's really interesting that we've got that here. And then April, we had the King of Cups. This is you having a lot of love towards yourself and really doing the best that you can for you and putting yourself first above anyone else. So in March, of course, sorry, May, we have the King of Wands. I don't know what it is about this particular month. It's like I'm confusing it with all the other months, right? So in May, we have here the Spanners. Really, you are trying to work on things. You are trying to be proactive, like I mentioned. It's really interesting that this has come through. You might be trying to fix certain connections, bonds, things around your home, DIY, like I mentioned before as well, crafting. Okay, and then you've also got here the Miracle Charm as well. So it's quite proactive also in regards to love. Remember I mentioned that as well, and you've got the star in there as well. So June here with the Page of Swords brings you the love you, love you, love you, love you. So you might be taking a trip here with someone as well that you really love, or partner. You've also got the heart chakra crystal, so I'm not surprised by that as well. You're really connecting to your heart. And you've also got here the letter Q, which is really interesting. Okay, so that's could be initial, it could be to do with a word that you come across. So here in July, we've also got here in between the 2 months, July and September, you've got I. So a lot of emphasis and focus really on yourself, perhaps also, you know, really trying to heal yourself and feel good about yourself as well. So I'm just going to put that back in this bit, even though it was in the middle. Also between July and September, you've got here believe in yourself, which I think is very, very interesting as well. So July was the Ace of Swords, right? So that really is about like taking action, and that's you doing your own thing and having a lot going on. July, you do have a lot going on. I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of charms in here. You've got here the rose quartz crystal, which is the moon. This is also about really taking care of yourself and also trusting, again, continuing to trust yourself. You've also got here the school bus. So this is about continuing to move, continuing to learn, continuing to grow. You've also got the anchor here as well. I feel like you're not wanting to be weighed down. Then you've also got here the sun as well, again about growth. You've also got here the, what even is this? I don't know, this really reminds me of West Ham, which is like a football team here in the UK, but could be an emblem that maybe represents something for some of you. I mean, this is also about, I guess, hard work as well. This here is about passion, okay? So you've got the peg here. So it's interesting, there could be something quite strong in regards to love there also. And yeah, so as we get onto August here, of course, is bringing us the Four of Swords. We've also got this key, very, very slightly leaning into August as well. And also July has the key as well. So the key here is really showing that something is opening up or starting to open up, which is very, very interesting. And it leads also into September because you're waiting for something to also happen around these 3 months, July, August, and September. So that's the key, okay? And then also in August, you have got the Libra charm, which is a little bit, it's just got a little bit tangled up. But this Libra charm is very much so about balance, all right? You might be dealing with a Libra, perhaps you have a friend who's a Libra, but this really is about balance, and it is also about trying to do the best that you can for yourself. You may also have perhaps some like contracts or things that you're looking onto. There could be some legal things as well that maybe you're really sort of like trying to go into. You also have here as well this little bracket, so that could mean something as well. I see that a lot also, like, you know, we see a lot of like, they call them parentheses, I believe, also in the US. We call them brackets here. Could be to do, again, with legal documents or things like that, or things that you're maybe trying to prove. August, also got an F as well. You know where else I see Fs? Well, I personally never got an F on a test, but I see Fs, like, you know, when you see like memes and stuff online, you see like, oh, we got an F on this test, but I see that a lot on social media. We also got here, a family's love is forever, so you might be resting and retreating with family, spending a lot of time with them. September with temperance here, you've got again the eye, which we mentioned. You've also got this gun here as well, which I think is really about you waiting for the right thing. So it's about the sort of precision. You're waiting for the right thing, and you're going with the flow here as well, which is interesting because, you know, with temperance as well, you've got those 2 cups and water going from one to the other, which is about flow, and you got that here with the fish as well. Then we go to October, and you got here beautiful. Let's not forget that with Libra season, the sign of Libra is very much so to do with beauty and to do with charm as well. So, you know, that's coming through. You might be focusing a lot on sort of your looks and dressing up, and maybe getting a haircut or wearing clothes that just make you feel really good. You've also got here the cactus as well. It's interesting, the cactus. Could also be about like decorating your home and sort of doing some interior decoration, like searching for certain things that you want to decorate your space with, like, you know, for example. And you also got forever as well. So I did mention engagements, marriages, homes. That makes a lot of sense. And then November We haven't got anything. December, the last thing we do have is, oh my gosh, look at this with Judgment, right? It's the handheld mirror. So this is really about looking at yourself and reflecting and thinking about what's next. So that's what we've got for you, Virgo. This is your reading. I really hope it helped you. I hope it gave you a lot of energy. I hope it gave you a lot of energy. I hope it gave you a lot of answers maybe to what you can expect in 2021. So this is your reading. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to check out the description box below for all the information, which is down below as well. All right, take care, Virgo. Bye, 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 bye.